So guys, we're moving on to the posterior chain. Probably the most problematic for everybody, the Achilles issues, the calf strains, constant hamstring issues, the sciaticas, I suppose add in any amount of your glute issues there. But now especially the QL issues, okay? How many times have you gone for a rub, they're telling you the QL is tighter, for example, you're getting that rubbed out, but it persists to keep falling apart. That will be what we'll touch on in a second, how that QL is linked to the anterior chain. So in a nutshell, before we go too much into this, as I said, we're going to cover on this in another video, but the anterior chain, if it's failing exceptionally, you will get support from the lower side of the back in order to perform that action, okay? So the idea of this whole chain is it's to store the elastic energy. So somebody who's very flat-footed, okay, the foot, you're asking them to do rotational work and they're always in a habit of flattening the foot. They never want to be up here, okay? You're looking for that top sprinter idea where you're up on the toes, which means when I go on the tippy toes, everything shortens and tightens on the back here, okay? If I fall into an anterior tilt, the posterior chain is affected because the hamstrings get lengthened now, okay? So we're looking for that, not neutral, but we're looking for that happy medium with everybody where we can keep that elastic energy in there. So when we're training our posterior chain, everybody is focused on, they're not understanding how important it is for the head of the shoulder. Is that shoulder here, or is it actually pulled back in order to perform a back exercise? If it's a bench press, the same thing. Have you pulled the shoulder blades back in order to bench press? That's all the posterior chain development we're talking about. If you're on the phone the whole time, your posterior chain is getting messed up because you're here all the time. You're lengthening this, you're getting exceptionally short in the SCM, which is all got to do with the anterior chain. But these is how very quickly we start to get some common issues. Before I finish on this, as I said, getting exceptional tightness is very rare. You will not see somebody walk around with the rear delt pinned back, okay? It is unbelievably rare. But however, you will see somebody with the shoulder locked in this position, okay? So again, posterior chain issues, it is about storing up that elastic energy to allow that swing phase and allow that rapid control. If you're somebody who keeps tearing the hamstring, okay, I can promise you it is not because you have a weak anterior chain. It is the fact that the hamstring is in a constant lengthening all the time, okay? Yes, you may palpate and it feels tight, okay, but that is because it's been stretched so much now, it essentially feels hard when you're doing it.